Hey guys, welcome back to our desk work episode, pretty much where I just tell you what's going on. I just did, or I did this on Monday. I'm recording this on Wednesday. A few things have happened this week. One, and this is gonna go to last week. At RB Royal, where I was working, and they probably gave it away. Where I was working, Thursday, about just as we're about to leave, we were told that the plant manager wanted to have a talk with all of us. And when we finally got there, all the temps and us hired ons and my supervisor, we were told that third shift was going to be gotten rid of. They didn't need third shift anymore because apparently they were having problems with quality and a few other things that they didn't tell us. But we found out later. And apparently they were going to be shipping us either off to first shift, to second shift, or to weekend shift. Hang on, I'm trying to move my mic around. There, that's better. But yeah, they were trying to say they were going to move us around to different shifts, and I went, okay, you know what? I'll give it a week. If I don't like second shift, I can quit. Monday came on. I was told at that meeting that we were going to be that one of the things that was a big no-no for me. My supervisor Steve and my lead uh, Alex were both to be fired because they didn't need them. Alex had been fired earlier that day for something completely different, but that's not part of the story. Both my supervisor and lead were fired, and they didn't give anyone any notice. No notice. So I was also told that second shift started at 2 o'clock. Well, I show up at a little after 1 thinking, oh, I'll show up because they normally say, oh, we want an overlap, we want an overlap, we want an overlap. And I came in 45 minutes for an overlap. Come to find out, that was wrong. I had shown up an hour and a half early because my shift did not start till 2:30. And I know I messed up the time there, but they had said, yeah, no, you're not supposed to be here yet. And they were actually talking about sending me home. Well, they found something for me to do, and I was hanging out there, and that's when I began hearing a few first shifters running their mouth about why my manager was fired, or my supervisor, why we were all disbanded, why we were going to the shifts we were going to, why things were happening, this. They were telling me everything that they thought and what happened. Pretty much, from what I was told, they had done a shift flush. I had seen it happen once at Bondwell, where they didn't like the supervisor, they didn't like the manager, and a few of the people that they had there they didn't like. So what they did was they got rid of a certain shift, and they moved the people they wanted to hang out where they wanted them, or they tried to accommodate everyone, and they got rid of the manager and the supervisor by telling them, okay, we're going to demote you. And a lot of the time, if you were going in for a supervisor position, they would quit. Or you would make the excuse, hey, we don't need a supervisor anymore, you're fired. Kind of like what's going on here. Also, come find out on Monday, all of the temps I had worked with on my shift had been fired. That was, let's see, about 5 different people. 4 or 5. Which wasn't fair. That wasn't fair at all. Because they could have easily accommodated them and been like, oh, yeah, we can send you to first or second. And a lot of them were ticked off. Well, I'm not going to say names, but a person in HR gave me an option. They told me, hey, if you need help, I can help you with your resume and get you a new job. That and I was being told to do things that I wasn't trained for. I am a CNC operator. When I'm hearing, oh, we might put you over here, we might put you over there, we might put you over here, and I know that second shift had for my job for a CNC operator, they had people there who were not a CNC operator but worked the laser and the MIG. So I knew I wasn't going to be able to touch it. Well, that being said, I went and did their cut test for them, thinking the whole time, I gotta give it a week, I gotta give it a week, I gotta give it a week, I gotta give it a week. But everything just kept rolling in my head. That, oh, this is how they act. Oh, this is what they want to do. This is why this person was fired. I learned after all this that Steve was let go because first and second shift pushed all of their problems, all of their, oh, this is not in parameter, oh, these are out of parameter, oh, all their problems that third shift did not have any problem with, and our parts were running perfect. They pushed it all onto third shift so they could get rid of third shift and get rid of a guy who had worked for a company, went from a $1 million to a $6 billion company over the course of his 20-some years of work. He helped them. He showed them different ideas, different problem-solving ideas and products, and he showed how to fix this stuff for over the course of 20 years and went from the very scratch where I was to a plant manager. And that's kind of sad when you go from the bottom to the top, and then you had to go right back to the middle to be a supervisor for a third shift. But then this is what happens to you, because no other shift wants to claim, oh yeah, we fucked those parts up, or oh yeah, they're in parameter but they're not in parameter. What's wrong with them? They're bent the wrong way. Instead, they'll just blame third shift or they'll blame the other shift, which is kind of stupid. They were also saying that, oh, he let you guys do whatever you wanted. No, he didn't. If I came in there, I went in there once when we switched from civilian shoes, which are regular tennis shoes, to steel toe. I walked in there once without wearing my steel toes. They were in my truck. He said, Garrett, where are your shoes? And I go, what do you mean? He goes, we switched to steel toe on Monday. Where are your shoes? And I said, they're in my truck. He goes, you are not allowed on this floor until you get those shoes on. Go get them. He was strict, but he was also fair. He also knew how to run people. We were allowed to listen to our music if we were keeping up and keeping in our production, keeping up with production. If you needed to make 60 parts an hour and you were doing 55, he would come over and say, hey, you're not making rate, music out. If you were making over rate, he's like, cool, keep her up. He didn't care if you were doing 61 parts, or in my case 62, or if you were doing 102 an hour. If you were staying in or above rate, you were good. He didn't care because you were making your rate. And me, he saw I would stay during breaks to keep up. If I was falling behind, I would catch up on my 10-minute break. I could get a drink of water, use the bathroom, but then I was right back. He said, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be done. If you're falling behind, I know you're going to take your 20-minute, and if you need to, you can take like a minute, 2-minute breaks here. And he would talk to you. He could easily talk to you for 15 minutes. You would still be at your rate, or you'd be over your rate, over your percentile, and he'd be like, yeah, you're fine. You can hang out for a minute. That's how he said you're supposed to run people. If it's getting done, and it's getting done in the speed the company wants, you're good. Because if they're saying, oh, the rate you have to run is 60 an hour, and you're running 65, and you've run that for, let's say, 7 hours, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, you're already halfway through an hour's rate. Which he would say, then you're okay, you can goof off for a few minutes. He wouldn't let you just go off and like goof off for an hour. He would want you to try and surpass the rate. Me and one of my coworkers, Taya, at the time, we actually, both on our machines, ran at 110%. Because he said, let's crack this out. They want to tell us we don't do nothing. Let's show them what we can actually do. When we decide we're not going to goof around today. I want you guys to either put your music in and hit it hard, or just hit it hard with no music. I don't care. I want huge numbers. I think that day I made 540 parts with only like 2 scrap, and Taya had made 540. We were we were well over our percentile of 60 an hour. We were running about 90 an hour, maybe a little less. And this is with us taking a 10 and a 20-minute break. 20-minute for our lunch. 20-minute was our lunch. But this didn't mean anything apparently to management, who saw this and just went, well, we don't really need third shift. We're going to get rid of that guy because he says he doesn't care, and he does this just so he has something to do. So he got let go. Me, that left a bad taste in my mouth, especially because that goes against I was told back at Bondwell when they did this, we were supposed to have a week's notice. This was an OSHA rule, apparently. I might be wrong. But what I was told was that this was an OSHA rule, saying, hey, you need to give these people enough time to acclimate to their new shift. You can't just say, oh, it's done, you start Monday. It has to be more along the lines of, hey, your shift is ending next Thursday. This gives you guys time to figure out, do you want a different job? What do you want? Or do you want to go to second? We can start moving people off or start moving people around. So that way, if you want, we can also start minusing off the shift, and you come in a little earlier or come in a little later. And after a while, you acclimate into that shift, and then you kill off the shift. Yes, it's a pain in the ass, but it's what's supposed to be done. I don't know if that's a real law or not. That's what I was told when I worked at Bondwell. All I know is they failed that. Also, Steve was a supervisor. He was salary. That means that the company should at least offer some kind of severance package. He was not offered that. He told me. Me and Steve are still good buddies. It's one of those things where it was on Monday, I listened to all this, I learned about all this stuff going into work and when I was at work, and about halfway through, Dave told me, hey, I want you to do this. And I'm just like, I'm done. And I've been telling people, he made me call his bluff, and I did. We went into the office. I went to the office to tell them, hey, I want to use my 2 vacation days. I was gonna use my 2 vacation days, Tuesday and today, so I could find a new job. Go and talk to Seek and just be like, hey, I'm at this place. I don't want to be there anymore. I need a new job, and I need it to start as soon as possible. And he saw me in the office, and he's like, dude, you can either come in back with me, get a write-up, because you're not where you're supposed to be right now. You didn't ask me as a supervisor. You didn't ask me. Or quit. When he heard I was quitting, he's like, why are you quitting? And yada yada. He tried to convince me to stay, and he said like, oh, whatever. Thank you for working. Hope you find luck out there. He understood why I was quitting. When I was going back in to get my jacket, the first shift supervisor saw me. He's like, what, you're leaving? I go, yep, I'm leaving too. And he goes, why? I explained. He's the one that pretty much told me it was because, the reason why, because I told him, because my supervisor was fired, wasn't really his fault, and apparently this doesn't sit well because I've seen it before. And he goes, well, it was because of this, and that's when I found out about the whole first and second shift were pushing their shit off onto him. I left now, so that means they have really no one who is actually fully trained on that laser. Besides 2 guys. They're fucked. They want to screw my shift, I'll screw them. So yesterday and today, I went over to one of the job agencies called Seek. They are one of the best in the town I'm in, even though they're a little bit out of the way. But I went and talked to them. I had the interview today, and they said that they will get back to me sometime this week, if not Monday, and I will be starting a new job soon. So that being said, this week is going to be probably the first week in a while that I actually get a full week of recordings out, if not next week as well, because this whole week I'm going to be trying to record as many as I can, get a few things done, and also record some extra stuff off on the side. So when it comes, all I have to do is drop it, schedule it, and playlist it. Because you can, most of what I have out there right now, you can see on a playlist. You can easily see it on a playlist if it's in time. So like this, say you want to go watch, I'm just going to throw this out there, Minecraft episode 198. Hasn't been recorded, has not been recorded, we're not up to 200 yet. But say I had that done and I have it on schedule. Well, guess what? It's on the channel. It would already be on the channel if it was recorded. It would already be uploaded, and it would be scheduled for when it would be coming out. So say it's the second Monday or second Tuesday of January of 2024. That's when you know it's supposed to be. That's when it's going to be coming out. That's when it will be released, and that's when you can find it. Otherwise, it will just be like unable to view. And it will have the title. It will have the little caption about what's going on in the show. It will have all the tags. It will have everything. I am telling you guys that now because I'm looking at hitting Mafia 2 hard because I have really slacked on that. I'm looking at hitting Far Cry 5, Far Cry 5 hard so I can get it done. I'm looking at getting more Minecraft done. I'm looking at getting more 7 Days to Die done. I'm looking at possibly even going into getting after Walking Dead next week. I'm looking at also getting that put into something too. That way everything is put together, and this is probably going to be coming out on Thursday instead of Wednesday when I'm recording this. So I do apologize in advance because you're finding this out a day later. Now I'm recording it. But you guys are going to be seeing a lot of other games soon. Like for one thing, I finally made the decision. We're not going to be doing Shadow of Mordor during after Max Payne. You'll know what I mean when in December when that finally gets here, or November. I think it's November or December. I don't remember. But when that gets here, you're going to realize we're not doing that. We're doing Homefront, the Revolution, that game that was really glitchy that they never really fixed. It was kind of like the Cyberpunk of its day. So we're doing that. And then when we get done with the zombie stuff, I don't know. I might go and do The Long Dark. I might go back into the old Star Wars saga, finish that off, go into the new one, or go into Indiana Jones, or go into the Harry Potter, Lego Harry Potter, or I have the collection of Hitman games. I have, what else I got? Because I'm looking at my screen. I have Dishonored. I have all 3 Dishonored. I have DayZ. I have Dead Rising. I have the whole BioShock trilogy. I can easily record. It's not the question of, oh, I don't have anything to play. It's what do I play? I have so many choices. Like, I also have Sleeping Dogs, the remastered edition. I can play that. I have, because I wanted to do Star Wars for a while, I have the original Xbox Battlefront of Star Wars. I have the original Xbox Battlefront 2. I have Jedi Fallen Order, and they have another game coming out for that. I have Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I have Knights of the Old Republic 2. I have Star Wars Force Unleashed. I have Force Unleashed on 2. It's not a question of, oh, I even have Watch Dogs 1 and 2, and I can easily get 3, Legion. It's not a hard thing. I have the Witcher games. I have Witcher 2 and Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Again, it's not the point of I have nothing to record. It's I have too much to record. I don't know what to play first. So when you guys see I have, like, at the end of a bye week, if I'm not doing anything, it's because I'm trying to choose. So this has gone from why I quit on Monday to what's going on and what's what's causing all the problems that you guys have been seeing. Also, I just moved. It's one of those things where it's like I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing while still going to work, paying my bills, and also being an adult now. Like I love gaming, but because I only have 20 some subscribers, it's not like I'm PewDiePie. I'm not making money off this. This is my hobby. This is what I do for fun. So I don't want you guys thinking, oh, he doesn't really care about us, to the people who watch this. I don't want you guys thinking, oh, he's falling out of love with his games. That's absolutely wrong. It's the fact of this is my hobby. I will continue to make games. I will continue to make videos. I will continue to play these videos. But until something major changes, where it's, oh, these guys, I'm making a crap ton of, I'm getting a crap ton of views, I'm getting subscribers left, right, and center. I'm over 100,000 subscribers. They want to see something else. They want to see more racing games. They want to see more Grand Theft Auto 5. They want to see more COD. They want to see me play PUBG Battlegrounds. They want to see me play Sea of Thieves. They want to see something weird. If you guys want to see something, tell me. That's cool. If it falls into the parameters like, okay, I'm running at the end of this, I can play this until I kill it completely. Or if it has a good story, I'll play to the end of the story, play a little bit of online, then only then, if it's still good, I'll continue to play online. Because that's what I've been seeing with a lot of guys nowadays, or a lot of Let's Players. They play a game, and they play a game, and they look what's happening with Minecraft in 7 days. There are over 100 episodes in a Minecraft. We're about to hit almost 150. I'm playing it to death. But that's my little guilty pleasure. I love Minecraft. Sorry. But that's what the guys do. They see, oh, it was great the first time. They love the first 20 videos. Let's keep making more that aren't very entertaining. It's fun for me, but for them, it could just be side noise. You like watching a guy drive around in a game, something along that line. So, yeah. With all this, until I get the new job, this is what's going to be happening, and also the reason why I bring it up. Until I get that job, I'm going to be recording a ton of different crap. I'm going to be recording the crap that needs to get done. So, just bear with me. I know it's a lot to ask, but we will get through it, and we will have plenty of videos. I mean, we're already caught up. One sec, let me look at the schedule. Yeah, we're caught up all the way to... Yeah, we're all the way up to January on Friday. And I'm already into November for some of the recordings. I need to record Grand Theft Auto, Mafia, and Far Cry. And for the first week of November, I need to record more... Skyrim. And for this month alone, what do I got? Yep, for next week, I just need to record, like I said, Grand Theft Auto, Mafia, and The Walking Dead. And this month is done. That is 4 videos. That, to me, is 1 day of recording. I can get all this month done. And then, if I don't have a job by, let's say, Monday, and they get me on Tuesday, that's a whole nother day. So, for me, it's not going to be tomorrow because I have to go donate plasma, which I'm going to leave down in the link about where you should be going. If you have time, if you want to earn a side cash, like 40, 60 bucks here or there, go to BioLife, give some of your plasma, so that way other people can get medication that will help them. I'll do a video on that later, so... Without further ado, sorry about the whole rant and all that, but wanted you guys to know what's been going on, what's going to be happening, and why, because I have a friend who watches the stuff, and he doesn't post the messages in the comments. He calls me directly because he's my friend, Ed, and he kind of complains about, oh, well, this looks bad. Or, hey, I watch this Minecraft. What are you talking about? Or I got my other friend, Jason. Not the Jason, because I know Ed's going to watch this. Hey, buddy. But no, my other buddy, Jason, who lives down in Janesville, he calls me directly, too. And he tells me, dude, your shit's getting boring. When are you doing this? When are you doing Red Dead 2? When are you doing Sea of Thieves? When are you doing this? When are you going to do the COD? Are you going to get the Modern Warfare? Are you going to play Modern Warfare? Are you going to get Dying Light 2? I love Dying Light 2. It's fun. He asked me about these more in the news now, or the newer games. He doesn't want to see like Star Wars Battlefront, the original on Xbox. But a lot of people do. Like this week alone, a lot of people have been really looking into some of the Minecraft stuff I've been doing and a little bit of the Unity, because Mirage is coming out and they're saying it's a cross between original Assassin's Creed with Altair and also Unity because it's newer age. And yeah, and currently, as you guys know, I am on Unity. After Unity, yeah, I don't even want to think about that, but that's what's going on. So yeah, again, without further ado, I'm just going to say thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, leave a like down below, subscribe today. Please remember, have fun playing in the dark, and I will see you guys. Today's Thursday, so yeah, I will see you guys in Assassin's Creed Unity later on today. So, thanks. Have a good night. Bye.
AudioMicro.com